Another undefeated team on campus is the beach volleyball team. They're two-time reigning national championships. They're looking poised to get a third, starting 20-0 this season, and they're here to bring back your favorite game of agree, disagree. Rachel Frayne, Alexa Palermo. Thanks for joining me, ladies.
Thanks for having us, Jackson.
So let's get right into it. There's a lot of superlatives you can use when you talk about this team because they've just been so dominant over the last 2 years, and including this season. They're led by the duo up front, Kelly Clays, Sarah Hughes. They're looking for their 100th straight victory coming up pretty soon this weekend. So agree or disagree that Kelly and Sarah are the best duo in the history of collegiate beach volleyball? Really?
That is
Agree.
Easy money, Jackson.
Okay,
Glad we agree. I'm glad we agree.
For once.
For once, yes. I think they are the best duo in collegiate beach volleyball. I mean, they're absolutely amazing. Like you said, they have 99 wins and they're looking for their 100th on Friday. They have been named Pac-12 Pair of the Week multiple times in their career.
They just won this week.
Yeah, exactly, last week.
5 times in the last 2 seasons.
5 times. They're amazing, and I don't think you can get any better than they are.
I mean, they haven't lost in 2 calendar years. Like, I can't even add anything to this conversation because it's just undoubtable. You think of the top beach duos in history, not even in college. Misty May trainer Carrie Walsh. I think that's kind of undoubtedly
what comes to mind for everyone.
Of course. They didn't play in college together. You know, there is an age gap there. So what, Kelly and Sarah are doing right now is setting this huge precedent for beach volleyball in college, period.
Yeah, they're the two leaders of the team, but the team as a whole has been so dominant. They've barely even been tested this year going 20-0. They have 1 or 2 close games, close matches so far this season. With how dominant they've been, with the fact that they've won 2 straight national championships, USC is a lock to win a 3rd straight national championship. Agree or disagree? Okay, a little split decision here.
I'm really disappointed in you. Well, I'm going to start this one.
Yes, please.
Because we all know I'm right here. USC is 20-0 this season.
Yes.
Number 1 in the nation. Then you've got Pepperdine and UCLA. Pepperdine, to give you a little perspective, is 13-1. UCLA is 19-2. USC's played both of them. They beat Pepperdine 4-1, beat UCLA 3-2. So, the UCLA game is a little closer, but they're just not even close. There's such a gap between the number 1 and then the 2 and 3 that I don't think there's a way that that Pepperdine or UCLA or, even your 4th and 5th team can come back to that. I just don't think that's possible in what's left in the season.
Interesting. That's a fair perspective on the situation. But I think that anything can happen in sports, and I think that's one of the reasons all of us love sports. We just came off of a fabulous March Madness tournament.
That we did.
And as we saw there, and it messed up a lot of our brackets, that anyone can win.
Fair.
And so whether you're ranked higher or you have a star player, like anything can happen. And as Sarah and Kelly are, they have a great win streak. There is someone that wants to knock them off of that 99-game win streak, and it's even more motivation for them to do so they have to work even harder. If they can keep pushing in this direction, I think that they could definitely do it, but they have to keep working.
Okay, I just have to add one more thing because you're just so wrong. You don't really, I think what a lot of people fail to realize in volleyball is it's such a momentum game. I mean, momentum can absolutely rule the sport, and they have not lost in 2 years. Like, I don't see them coming back and losing to any team in this year.
Well, let's move on to the next question. You mentioned momentum. They haven't lost in 2 calendar seasons. So here's a bit of a fun question. This beach volleyball team is the best team on USC's campus. Agree or disagree? There's a lot of good teams here.
That's why I disagree, like you said.
Okay, Frayne?
I'm kind
A little split over there.
of both right now.
They haven't lost in 2 years.
I'll take this one then. I disagree because, like you said, there are a lot of talented teams on campus. Let's start from the top. Football won the Rose Bowl. Basketball, most wins in program history. Water polo, like you said, 52-game win streak. So many teams. Men's golf, number 1. Women's lacrosse, doing great. Short program, but they're doing well. I think that there's so many teams on campus that have different rivals, different schedules, different recovery times that it would do them a disservice to compare them all together. I think that there's so many talented teams and that you can't just pick one.
I mean, clearly you're just not a fan of this beach volleyball team. But, I mean, what you said, women's and men's water polo, both dominating, but they have such a long program history that, it's expected that they're going to play well, they're going to recruit well. This program is so new. This is the 2nd year they're having an NCAA tournament for beach volleyball. Like, what these girls are doing on the USC team right now is just unheard of because it's never happened. It hasn't even existed for people to take it to this level. So I really think what they're doing is different from those programs, and it's a little similar to lacrosse, like you were saying. Yes. But, lacrosse is struggling a little bit. But I think what they're doing here is just, it's special, it's new, and it's setting up this whole expectation for beach programs across the nation.
And what's for sure, whether or not they're a lock, whether or not they're the best team on campus, they expect to win the national championship. And to continue the road towards that, the beach volleyball team has 2 matches on Friday, one against Washington and one against 15th ranked Arizona State.